In the world of Fallout, we have encountered dozens of factions all over the US of A, each fighting or refusing to fight for different causes. Yet none are more mysterious than that of the Enclave, the remnant of the US government. Despite them appearing, or at very least being mentioned in the majority of the games, we still don't know a lot about them, especially who their leaders are. So today I want to discuss one of the less well-known Enclave leaders, and what he was doing during the events of the games. So, where was George Bush during the events of Fallout 3? To start off with, we know that in Fallout 2, one of the mechanics at Camp Navarro complains about the slacker vertibird pilot, Lieutenant Bush. Given that Bush was stationed at Navarro, he would have survived the destruction of Control Station Enclave at the hands of the Chosen One. So now the question is, did he stay at Navarro or did he leave? Well, it just so happens that when we get the chance to explore Raven Rock in Fallout 3, we can find a very interesting note in Colonel Autumn's quarters. The note is titled 2276 Election Results. It shows that the Libtard Party candidate Obama lost by 103% of the votes to the Republican Party candidate George W. Bush, making Bush the President of the United States during the time of Fallout 3. Except the president is John Henry Eden, so what's the deal? We can find the answer to this at the end of the main story, where we can either kill Colonel Autumn and loot his corpse, or just pickpocket him to find a holotape titled President's Orders. Playing it will give us the following.
Colonel, it's me, the president. Well, anyway, I hear your mission's nearly finished. Just keep playing along with that robot thingy for now. Oh, and make sure to wipe out those Brotherhood nerds too, because after you're done, you're being moved. I want you in Chicago by the end of the month. Just try not to get mugged when you get there.
So this recording seems to be from President Bush addressed to Colonel Autumn, and it appears to explain the position of John Henry Eden in the Enclave. Bush tells Autumn to keep playing along with that robot thingy. He's most likely referring to Eden here, so that would mean Eden is just a patsy. But then why does Autumn need to play along with him? Well, I think it comes down to the nature of Eden's claim to presidency. He's a malfunctioning machine that believes he is the president, so it's likely Autumn is indulging this fantasy. The purpose for this is obvious. Eden controls Raven Rock, and by proxy the manufacturing capabilities of Raven Rock. Most, if not all, of the equipment used by the Enclave in Fallout 3 is manufactured by Raven Rock. So Autumn needs to continue to play along with Eden to ensure the Enclave is supplied with equipment. There's probably something in there about reliance on machines. I mean, of the 3 Enclave bunkers we know of, that being Raven Rock, the White Spring Bunker, and Site J, they've all had their AIs go rogue. Everyone in Site J and the White Spring Bunker were killed by the bunker's AIs, and even Eden kills many of his soldiers and can be convinced to explode the facility. Speaking of which, the Enclave's supply of equipment from Raven Rock must then be cut off by the time we listen to this holotape. Whether this was the Enclave's main source of equipment is unknown. We know at least that they have some presence in Chicago, further confirmed by a recording in New Vegas from an Enclave scientist from Adams Air Force Base. So it's possible President Bush could be hiding out in Chicago, but I'm not so sure he is. Frankly, I don't think he would be caught dead in a blue state. And there's also another holotape that can be found that gives more insight into his location. If we spare Autumn at the end of the main story in Fallout 3, during the assault on Adams Air Force Base, we can find a holotape titled Relocation Order near the orders from High Command. Playing the tape will give the following message.
God damn it, Autumn. You really had to go and lose to a bunch of fucking LARPers. Well, you're lucky we've got bigger problems. Those commie bastards in the Kremlin have really done it this time. A wholly unjustified, brutal invasion of Alaska. Shit. Anyway, get your ass over here. The flowers are getting thirsty, and they're quite fond of commie blood.
So from this recording, it seems as though the Enclave has a presence in Alaska, and Bush may very well be there too. While it's not specifically stated where exactly he is, judging by the way he tells Autumn to get over here and talks about killing communists in the same sentence, we can assume that he is in Alaska, as the Russians were only said to be invading Alaska. Other than that, there isn't really any more information to go off. There is this other holotape next to that one, but it doesn't tell us anything.
Oh, and just to clarify, I, President Bush, am currently in Alaska in the year 2278.
See, it's quite useless. Regardless, from the prior evidence, I sustain my claim that President Bush is hiding in Alaska. And personally, I look forward to serving the president in his holy war against those commie bastards.